the idea of like having kids and stuff like that. There's a mix because it feels selfish if someone's like, I don't want kids. Like to me, it's we only had one, and then it's obviously not selfish, but it does feel you're like I want to live my best life. I don't want to like that. To me, is the only thing that I think. If you go into it thinking I want to do everything I want to do as fun, and I want to live my life. And I want to have a great time in my life, and I don't want anybody to ruin my time. I think when people say they don't want to have kids, that's the vibe. That's why you think. They could say the environment or something. They could say whatever.
I was going to say that's really interesting because I've heard it said the other way.
I have too.
What?
Where just the idea of wanting to bring another person into this world is selfish.
Well, that's
with all all the people at orphanages
Well, that makes me. Who do you think you are? You're the king of the. I'm not going to bring another person in this world. This world doesn't deserve. That's insanity. That's it. That makes me. This is by the way, the world we have. There's not another world. There's no other world. This is the world that we have. And when someone says that makes me furious. To go, don't just say you don't want to have kids. Don't throw it into this like, well,
I'm saving the world. But
I don't want to do it because I'm not bringing a child into this mess. By the way, this is the greatest time in the history of Earth to be alive. The greatest. No matter what you think about what's going on, it's much better to be alive now than it would have been in the 1800s. Much better.
Yeah.
Not even close. Food, water, how much the population of the world has food and able to get food, everything's way, way up. It's no matter how, like that's, so to be like, I'm not going to bring, I don't like it's pompous to be like, I'm the one that decides. I'm the king of my castle and I'm not bringing a kid into this world that doesn't, like just say you don't want kids.
Yeah.
Don't make it to be, I'm so great. Like, I'm fine with someone not having kids. I don't like it when they say it in that way to go, let me tell you how, and maybe I take it back, maybe someone should be like, don't take it that way, but I don't see how you don't take it that way. Mm-hmm. That's what the person's saying, right?
That's what Aaron's saying.
But don't you agree that that's what they mean when they say, I don't think you should bring, and I did bring a kid into this world. So what, am I wrong?
I think some people would be like, who do you think you are that you think the world needs your child because you're so important?
I don't think the world needs, but they need children. The world needs children to thrive. Right. It's going to stop. What do you want? Less people? I get the idea of like we're overpopulated. All this kind of crazy stuff that's like Kathleen Madigan joke about it. Go to Montana. We're not overpopulated. No one's there.
Yeah.
No one's near anywhere. Go drive 15 minutes outside of Nashville. It's empty. There's just land. People are living in popular areas. Once we spread out, it's gone. If everybody just leaves New York and California and then just spreads out across the state, the country that we have, a gigantic country, if everybody spread out, we would have plenty of room. No one has to live next to each other. People want to live next to each other.
Yeah.
But don't say, I don't want to have kids, and you're like, I'm not bringing a child into this world. This world doesn't deserve my child. Ugh, You're the worst person alive.
I wonder how many people genuinely believe that, and how many people that's just how they rationalize. Like they're just not ready to have kids or whatever, and they're like, that's how they say
I
it.
just want. I get it. I get the idea of it. I don't like people saying that because I just take everything as like, I don't think you should ever say anything that makes someone else feel bad. You shouldn't ever say anything that's put down to someone. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, I know we make jokes here, but I'm talking about like, you should never say, I think it's putting down to when most people have kids and you're putting down to go like, well, I'm a little brighter, a little smarter. And we don't need more children right now. Mm-hmm. We have too many children. I'm this, like, that's how I take it.
Yeah.
Like, that's how.
It's like telling a pregnant woman, like, congratulations. I would never do that.
I would never do it because we don't need, the last thing we need is more people in this. Like, it's, having a family and children are the greatest thing on earth. It's the truly most awesome, dude, how innocent kids are, how like, our daughter sleeps in her bed. I look at her every night. Just can't believe it's awesome. It's unbelievable that and you cannot have kids. Please don't have kids, but don't say it. Don't act like you're better than everybody else.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Anyway,
Do you think
what's
you'll
a
have
good
kids?
next one?
I think so. Someday. For sure.
Yeah.
You don't think
Yeah.
you should bring them into this? That's what you should have said. You should be like, I don't. You know
mean,
what? I just think
With today's climate, I don't know.
I just don't know. And I mean by both politically and just the climate in general. Just can't be. It's all bad. Emissions.
No, I can't. I'd love to coach my kids' little league team and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that'll be great.
You
having
come
a
from
family
a
is
big
great.
family, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm one of 4,
Yeah.
and
I would have wished. I wish we could have had more kids. I would. That being said, it's one. Look, if someone's like on the one kid's great. One kid you can. It's not as overwhelming. I think with two, two's a nice sweet spot. When you see someone have twins, I know someone that had twins and a boy and a girl, twins at the same time, knock it out of the park. 2 kids, done. You get a little bit of both. It's like that's that's awesome.
yeah.
Do you think it's insensitive when I hear a lot of parents say we had a boy or a girl and then we were trying for the opposite and it didn't happen, so we kept going? Is it insensitive to that middle child that you're like, oh, we were trying to have a girl, but we had another boy, so we had to do another one?
No, I mean, because I don't think you ever you never you call them in and go, hey, just a heads up. We did not want you. Maybe you're feeling the tension every time you walk in a room. It's because we are furious you're here. Like that's never going to be there. No matter when you have a kid, no matter the love that you have is, it's not, Laura's brother, and when he had 2 girls, and I think they had having a third, and it was kind of like they hoping it was going to be a boy, and her brother didn't want to know because he actually the same way. It was like if it was going to be another girl, he didn't want to be angry that it was going to like you have those. He was like, because I know no matter what, when I see whether it's the boy or girl, I'm going to, and then they be thrilled. And he had a boy, but he didn't want to know. But it was, it's like it's not going to matter. I mean, you could want, it doesn't matter what you want. I think I wanted a girl. I kind of like the daddy-daughter relationship. I think you have the relationship's a little bit different, and it's not just, I mean, his son would have been amazing too. Like, so I get both, but you're just happy with it's, you got your kid and it's fun.
Yeah.